Hey everyone, it's Eric Snell, the author of the Pleasantly Realistic Fit Businessman book. And today I'm going to answer the question, why in the whole wide world do I have candy in my gym bag? Well, it all started about 15 years ago when I was at a track meet. I saw a guy just shoveling a handful of candy into his mouth just before getting into the starting blocks. And that was a 200-meter race, indoor track. And I started wondering, why would anyone do that? And what first came to mind was the comparison to kids. Any parent would tell you that you give candy to a kid and the kid just goes wild and literally runs around. And of course, this is a really quick peak and then they crash, but they get this energy boost. And maybe it also gives a little bit of mental boost, that you take something and then you think you perform better. But that's the first time I encountered the use of candy before doing a sport. I can understand afterwards, maybe you give candy because you want to replenish your muscles, and the carbohydrates really feel good, and it's actually it's a good way to recover. But taking them before working out has some advantages. Now, the first advantage, of course, is it tastes really good. So if you're ever gonna eat candy, well, that's a good time to do it. And who doesn't like candy? Of course, yes, a banana would be better. It will give you prolonged energy, would be much better. But this is coming from the fit businessman, and it's a little bit more realistic that once in a while you want to have a sweet treat. So if you're going to have it, I will tell you now why it might be a good idea for you to have it just before you train. And basically, this is not suitable for all type of training. The carbohydrates will get water into the muscles and blood, and you will actually feel the water accumulate, and you get this really good pump sensation. And that's what a lot of gym rats want, right? You pump your muscles, they grow, you get this instant gratification. It's like building IKEA furniture or painting your walls. You actually see some results immediately. So if you do anaerobic training, you will get this feeling that your muscles are really expanding. So if you drink something and you eat candy just before a workout, you'll get this energy boost and you'll get an amazing pump. But it's not suitable for all type of sports. So if you would, for instance, eat a lot of candy, and it will sort of absorb a lot of water, and you will get cramps really easily. So I don't recommend eating candy before you go out for a run, for instance. You will get a quick boost, and you get a crash, and you will probably start cramping up. I even know that if I eat a lot of candy on a day when I don't eat a lot of carbohydrates, and I would sit on the couch and eat candy, which does happen, and if I eat too much, I won't get cramps, because it's gonna just get so much water taken from everywhere in my body that I'm gonna start cramping up. But this pump feeling is really good if you train in the gym. Now, the other thing why candy is really nice to use is it can easily be regulated. So when you go to the gym and you feel like, okay, I want a great pump, I'm going to take some candy, I love candy, I'll take a fistful of candy. Now, of course, that's a lot of calories. You're not going to burn a fistful of candy even when you train. If I go to the gym for 45 minutes, maybe I'll burn 100 or 200 calories. I really don't burn that much, especially not as much as I think. I'm sure that the actual expenditure is not that much. and in candy there's a lot of calories. So that means it's very easily to regulate. So let's say I want to lose weight for some reason, or let's say I think I'm getting fat, and I need to drop my weight. My pants are feeling tight. So I will just reduce the amount of candy that I would consume before training, and I can easily cut 100 calories. So it's very easy to regulate. The same the other way, I can add a little bit more candy, and I'll get more energy, and I'll get more calories. And then the timing, of course, if you want and you have time, this is something that you should try. This is what I like to do. If I have a lot of time, I go to the gym and I would train maybe half an hour, and then I will keep 10-minute break. And during this break, I would take some candy just before I go back in the gym. So a lot of times when you go to the gym, people tend to have 1-minute breaks, 3-minute breaks, whatever. But a lot of elite athletes, what they do is they break up their training and they have longer breaks. And these longer breaks really help you to recover in the training, and you can perform much better and longer. So I really think it's a good idea to try to experiment a bit just before you walk into the gym, maybe after your warm up, and see what happens, see how it feels. Of course, it's not as effective as maltodextrin or other special supplements that are, the body can easily digest, and you will get energy for a prolonged time. But it's a good way to get some extra energy, and you can easily bring it along. So if I like strawberries, but I'm not gonna chop them up and take them to the gym. It's not really realistic. Maybe one day when I'm retired, I have more time, I don't know, but it's so much easier to consume something that you really enjoy, you can easily pack, and you can eat it. Now, then the question is, what if you want to get rid of this habit? What if after 1 year you're hooked? I know that happens to a lot of people with pre-workout supplements. They take a supplement and they get used to it, and they might tell me that they can't train unless they drink something before the training, and that something would be stimulants, like something with caffeine or something to give them a mental boost. Well, this could become pretty addictive, the candy consumption. And one thing that's actually good that it's addictive in a way, because you combine it now to training. It's a little bit the same way that some people in their head, if you go to the movies, they want to have popcorn. They just go together. You go to the movies, you eat popcorn. Do you eat popcorn otherwise? Maybe not. But you have this association, this strong link between these two items. And this can work out also in your favor. So it's maybe easier for you to say, okay, no thank you, I don't want to have candy today, because you're going to have candy anyway, or the option to have candy when you're going to train next time. So this is why I have candy in my gym bag. I don't eat candy every day, but I have the option if I need a little bit of energy, and if I know I need calories anyway, why not consume those at that point of the day when I'm probably going to use the energy, and it tastes good. The taste is good. So if you like candy, try it out and let me know in the comments why and how it made you feel. Okay? I'm Eric Snell, the Fit Businessman. I'll see you soon again.